If you're looking for some awesome fall leaf viewing in Virginia, look no further. I've got some of the best places for you to check out. Hey team, my name is Emily Howlett and I'm a local real estate agent here in Virginia and Maryland. Fall is one of my favorite seasons and beautiful fall colors are one of the main reasons why. Since you're watching this video, I imagine that you feel the same. Let's jump right into my top 9 places in Northern Virginia to get the best views of fall foliage. In addition to a really cool historical experience when you visit Mount Vernon, you'll get to see loads of trees perfect for your foliage adventures. I will tell you up front that this option can be a little pricey, but I think it's worth it. To give you an idea, as of this video, a grounds pass costs $28 for each person 12 years old and over, and $15 each for anyone ages 6 to 11, so keep that in mind when choosing where to go. That said, it really is a great experience between the historical exhibits, the on-site restaurant and gift shop, and of course the tree-filled landscaping. Even if it doesn't end up being a place you visit multiple times, I would vote that it be an option that you check out at least once. Great Falls Park is a bit of a natural oasis from the concrete jungle, and part of its charm comes from all the trees in the park. And where there are trees, there is gorgeous fall foliage. Keep in mind, there is a $20 entry fee per vehicle, and the permit gives you access to Great Falls Park as well as the Chesapeake and Ohio Canal National Park, another great option for fall leaf viewing. And more good news, the permit is good for 7 days, so if you come in when the colors aren't at their peak, just come back a couple days later. But back to the park. There are 3 overlooks to check out, each with a different view of the river and surrounding forests. If you go, check out all 3 and tell me which one you liked best in the comments. In addition to the overlook trails, there are plenty of other trails that will take you along the river for even more foliage viewing opportunities. The George Washington Parkway, better known by locals as the GW Parkway, starts in Mount Vernon and goes all the way north to McLean. Lined with trees absolutely made for fall foliage, this road was originally meant for scenic driving and connects commemorative sites in U.S. history while also preserving habitat for local wildlife. If you're feeling like getting out into the fresh air rather than taking a drive through the area, the Mount Vernon Trail is a pedestrian and cyclist trail running parallel to the Parkway, also starting at Mount Vernon but ending near the northern section of Roslyn. There are several scenic overlooks where you can pull off the road and take more time to appreciate the views, as well as interesting places to stop and explore. One of those interesting places to explore is Roosevelt Island, which we'll be talking about next. Theodore Roosevelt Island is a prime example of one of the cool areas I mentioned along the GW Parkway that are great for stopping and exploring. While it's technically DC, it's so much easier to get to from Northern Virginia, so I'm counting it. Originally named Mason's Island, what is now known as Theodore Roosevelt Island, or just Roosevelt Island as most people here know it as, is a memorial to Teddy Roosevelt. In a nod to Roosevelt's love of the outdoors, the managers of the project shaped the island to mimic the natural forest that had once grown there. Due to their work, you and I now have the benefit of a perfect location for fall leaf viewing, with miles of trails to explore and no shortage of awesome colors to see. Arlington Cemetery might not be one of the first places you think of for fall leaf viewing, but stick with me for a minute on this. Maybe it's just me, but I find that cemeteries are incredibly peaceful and give me time to think uninterrupted while I wander or even just space out and take in the landscape. With that in mind, Arlington Cemetery is a great option for a quiet few hours of wandering the various trails while you enjoy the fall colors. With 639 acres and more than 9,000 trees, you'll have many opportunities to see various shades of color, perfect for a fall leaf outing. There is a fee of just under $18 for adults, $14 for anyone 65 years or older, and $10 for kids ages 4 to 12. Brook Lake Park is technically outside of Brook, despite what the name might lead you to believe, and it's really made to be a summer paradise. But with all the trees, it's a perfect option for fall leaf viewing. That said, you only have through the end of October to check this one out, and you'll only be able to go on the weekends. After that, you'll have to wait until next year to visit. Don't panic about the limited schedule for summer though. The weekends only schedule is specifically for fall. This park is 888 acres of prime leaf viewing paradise, and with a nearly 5-mile trail around the lake, you'll get to see those leaves from many different angles. And if you feel like taking a break from the trails, they have canoe rentals and mini golf, among other things, available to divert your interest for a bit. Keep in mind that there is a $10 per car entry fee, so come prepared. The Marine Corps Memorial, sometimes called the Iwo Jima Memorial, overlooks both the northern portion of Arlington as well as the National Mall in Washington, D.C. The memorial itself is surrounded by plenty of trees. You'll also be able to see tons of foliage in the surrounding Arlington community as well as across the river in D.C., meaning that you'll have your choice of views for fall foliage. Wander along the various paths to see the memorial, stop by the Netherlands Carillon, and see if you're on time to hear the bells play, or even head into North Arlington for a bit. Whichever option you choose, there will be plenty of fall colors to take in. River Farm, located in Alexandria, is home to the American Horticultural Society headquarters. In case you're not familiar with this society, they are all about gardens and plants, and their mission is to share with all Americans the role of plants, gardens, and green spaces, so you know by that alone they'll have some awesome fall foliage to look at. With 25 acres of land, this farm was part of George Washington's property and is now full of all sorts of trees. There are 4 primary sections of the farm: the Andre Blumel Meadow, the Children's Garden, the Garden Calm, and the Green Garage. Each of the sections has its own unique appeal and charm, and each has plenty of options for fall leaf viewing, so be sure you don't miss any of them. Shenandoah National Park, for anyone familiar with their East Coast geography, is technically not in Northern Virginia, but honestly, how could I not include it? This park is the pinnacle of fall leaf viewing. With the 105-mile Skyline Drive going through thousands of trees perfect for fall colors, can you really say your leaf viewing adventures are complete without having this on the list? I don't think so. Because of its fame for amazing fall colors, the park gets crazy busy, so be sure to buy your tickets online ahead of time. To save yourself some headaches getting into the park, you might also try using either the Swift Run or Rockfish Gap entrances and then driving north. Most people enter the park from the north entrances, meaning they can get really backed up. Whichever entrance you use, enjoy the glory of the fall colors from your car or get out and wander the various trails. With this list, you'll have plenty of places to keep you busy checking out fall colors before the leaves fall to the ground. Did I miss any locations that you love or would like to know more about? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're moving to the area or thinking about it, I'd love the chance to help you with any questions you might have. Reach out through text, email, or a call. I'm here to help.